When I was getting close to 40, something felt off. Life was fine, I guess. Mark still loved me, no doubt. He was sweet, took me out every couple of weeks, still looked good, successful, funny. Yeah, a solid guy. But I was bored, like life was passing me by. Then Janet started talking wild, new ideas, and once the girls at work caught on, it turned into a whole thing. "It's 2020 whatever," Janet said. "People don't do just one thing anymore. Open stuff, sharing, normal now." I wasn't sure how Mark would take it, but they kept pushing. That night, I made up my mind. I was gonna talk to him, told the girls. They nodded like they already knew. "Tomorrow night after dinner," I said. Janet winked. "He'll be lucky. Hell, if he gets lonely, we'll throw him a bone. One of us will keep him busy while you're out with the hotties." That part? Not my favorite. Didn't love the thought of my friends touching my man. But if that meant I could go do my thing, maybe it was a trade I could live with. I just didn't want Mark to be bitter while I was out having my fun. Fun, boyfriends. That word gave me a buzz. I'd only had 3 before Mark. No flings, no wild nights. I met him, settled down, done. But these past couple years, young guys at work started flirting. Made me feel alive again, like I still had it. That night I got home. Mark hugged me like always. Clueless. I blinked away a few tears. Scared as hell. Next day was Sunday. The kids did sports Saturday. Sunday was usually family time. But they were teens now, had their own lives. Still, I liked pretending we were all still close. We went out to eat. Kind of a flop. Kids were glued to their phones. "Don't stress, babe," Mark said. "Only thing catching my eye tonight is you." Boom. Guilt. Heavy. He tried to make dinner nice. Chatted, joked, made the usual rule. No phones at the table. The kids whined, but I could tell they liked his attention. He always asked how school was, gave advice, helped clean up. Real dad stuff. After, I looked at them. "All right, you're free. I gotta talk to your dad. Grown-up talk." Our daughter grinned. "Are you having another baby?" "No, sweetie, not even close." Mark tilted his head. "What's up?" He poured wine for both of us. Sat down. Quiet. He had that thoughtful side people didn't always see. Always said, "Stay quiet, you might look smart. Start talking, you'll prove the opposite." I sipped the wine, letting it sit on my tongue before swallowing. My heart was racing, but my face stayed calm. "You happy?" I asked, low. Mark looked up from his phone, barely interested. "With what?" "Everything. Us. Life." He scoffed and leaned back. "We got 2 kids, decent house, no debt, Zex now and then. You don't scream at me daily and no one's cheating, far as I know. Could be worse." "Yeah," I said, twirling the glass. "Could be." He narrowed his eyes. "What's this about?" I met his gaze. "I'm bored." The air snapped still. He blinked, slow. "You're what?" "Bored, Mark. With life, with this." He leaned forward, set his glass down. "Our marriage?" I nodded. "You bored of me?" he said, voice sharp now. "I love you," I said. "But I need more. I need something different." He laughed, mean and fast. "So what, I'm not enough now? Didn't hit your quota of drama yet?" "It's not about you," I said. "It's about what I want, what I've been missing." "Oh, here we go," he muttered. "Been talking to your divorced girlfriends again, huh? Watching too much TikTok? Reading some bullshit blog on poly whatever? I've thought about this, all right, for months." "And now what?" he snapped. "You want a boyfriend on the side? What, a side dish to go with your safe little main course?" I looked him in the eyes. "I want an open marriage." He didn't move, just stared at me like I'd grown a second head. "Say that again." "I want us to open the marriage, see other people, no lies, just freedom." He picked up his glass, still staring. "You're dead serious." "I am." He downed the drink in one go, then slammed the glass on the table. "Wow, just wow." "Mark," he cut me off. Don't mark me now. You don't get to drop this like it's nothing and act soft." "I thought you might like it too," I said. "You've been with me 20 years. Don't tell me you never looked at someone else." "Looking ain't freaking," he snapped. "Jesus, Louise." "I'm just saying we could both explore. I'm giving you a gift too." He stood up. "A gift?" Is that what you call this crap? I stood too. We're not kids anymore. People change. Needs change. No, he said, face flushed. People get greedy. That's what this is. You want the ring, the house, the daddy for the kids, and a new guy to make you feel 20 again. I didn't answer. You know what vow means, he said. It means you don't pull this crap. It means you renounce all others. I whispered it before I could stop myself. Renounce all others. Yeah, bingo. I said that crap and meant it. Did you? Of course I did. Bullshit, he barked. You're sitting here telling me I'm not enough, and that you want to screw around like you're on spring break. It's not like that. Then what's it like, huh? Enlighten me. I tried to speak, but he raised his hand. No, I need air. He walked toward the door. Where are you going? I asked. He grabbed his keys. To breathe. To be away from the woman who just told me she wants to be a wife by day and a hoe by night. I flinched. Don't call me that. He looked back at me, eyes dead cold. Then don't act like it. He walked out and slammed the door so hard I thought the frame cracked. He never came to bed. When I woke up, his side was untouched. I didn't even sit down for breakfast, just grabbed my bag and got out. The kids were in the kitchen laughing about cereal or some nonsense. Where's Dad? I asked flat. He left early, our daughter said. Said he might be back late, our son added. No kiss, no goodbye. First time in 20 years. At work, I sent him a short text. I love you. No reply. Tried to call at lunch. Voicemail. Left a message. Told him I still loved him. That he was still my husband. That nothing's changed except a little honesty. Stupid words. That night his car wasn't in the driveway. I paced the house, waited. Finally the door creaked open. He walked in, gave me a dead stare. Hey. That was it. He went straight to the backyard. No drama, no screaming, just silence. The kind of silence that says, I don't see you the same anymore. And maybe he never would. At dinner, he joked with the kids like nothing happened. With me? Not a glance, not a word. Like I didn't exist. After the plates were cleared and the kids wandered off, he leaned back in his chair. Hey, he called out to them. Go finish up your homework. I need a word with your mother. The second they were out of sight, the mask dropped. No fake calm, no fake smile. He looked like a man who hadn't slept. Eyes red, jaw tight. I know you're not going to drop this crap, Louise, he said. You've already made up your mind. I can see it in your face. I didn't respond. Just sat there, waiting. He kept going. And I know damn well it ain't your idea. One of your little girlfriends poisoned your brain with this open marriage crap. Probably the one who just got dumped again. Misery loves company. He let out a bitter laugh. I did some digging today. Read all about this stuff. Open marriage, poly whatever, swinging, it's all the same. People pretending they're evolved while wrecking their homes. And now it's in my house. I looked away, but he wasn't done. You know what I figured out? If I say no, you'll go behind my back. And if I say yes, I get to sit here and watch my wife turn into a walking joke. Either way, I lose, he said, shaking his head. Then he raised his hands like he was giving up. All right, fine. You win. You want freedom? Take it. But there'll be rules. My house, my terms. I leaned in. I wouldn't disrespect you like that. He cut me off. Don't. Just don't. No dudes in this house, ever. And that bed? Ours. No bringing your little side piece in it. Of course not, I said quickly. He glared. If you're screwing anyone else, I don't want to see them. Don't want their name, don't want their face, don't want them breathing near me. I nodded, slow. He kept going. And don't touch me if you've just been with someone else. I'm not going to pretend you're clean. Use a damn rubber or get tested. I'm not catching crap because you want to feel alive again. He leaned forward, voice cold now, like a knife. And from now on, I'm done being your emotional support, Louise. No more hugs, no more late-night talks. You're free now, right? Go cry in someone else's arms. I opened my mouth, but nothing came out. He stood up. I'm not mad anymore, he said quietly. That'd be easier. I'm just done. You want space? Take it. Just don't come running back when that freedom turns out to be nothing but empty beds and cheap touches. I watched him walk off. Something in him was gone. Not just hurt, burned out. And still, all I could think about was the first man I might text, who I might feel wanted by. I told myself it'd just be for a while. Some fun, a year, tops. Then I'd come back. We'd fix it. That's what I believed. Because I was told, be selfish just once. And I was. He'd live. He was a man, after all. He'd get over it. That night, he didn't come to bed. Again. I thought about going downstairs and telling him to stop acting like a child. Instead, I grabbed my phone, downloaded a few dating apps, picked my best pics, and made a profile. Wrote it clear, married, just looking for fun. Then I waited. Called Janet. "Well, how'd it go?" she asked, all hyped. "He said yes," I said, "but he's not okay." "That's just his ego cracking," she said. "He'll get over it. You're about to have a blast. Young guys these days? Chef's kiss. James from work's been begging. I might finally give him a shot." That week, I was just me again. Louise. No wife mode. At home, things got weird. Cold. I'm sure the kids saw Mark barely talk to me, but they didn't say a word. He came back to our bed, but there were no hugs, no kisses, no warmth. Just a quiet good night and nothing else. Friday morning, I told him, "I'm going out with the girls tonight." He just gave me that look, you know the one. No fight, no words. Just picked up his bag and left. I had a bag packed already, just in case things blew up. Didn't ask the kids if they noticed anything. Just kissed them goodbye. "See you late tonight, or maybe tomorrow." At work, the girls went wild. I showed them my outfit. Phones came out. Janet texted back fast. "Something's going down tonight." That afternoon, I messaged the 3 young guys who'd been circling. "You're serious?" James wrote back. "Your husband's cool with this?" "Don't talk about him, babe," I replied. "Here's the deal. We're hitting a bar after work. If you show up, maybe I'll need some company. And if you play it right—" "What bar?" he asked, smirking. I liked the confidence. Not cocky, just enough. Told him the place. He said he'd be there after lunch. Later, a coworker leaned in. "So, you and James?" "Maybe," I said. "Why not? My husband gave the green light. I'm not wasting time." "You're on Tinder?" I laughed. "Girl, the DMs are insane. Gotta filter out the weirdos. But there are plenty of young guys out there dying for a shot with an older woman. You pick the hot ones who look like they do cardio. My man can't keep up, poor thing." "And your husband? How's he handling it?" "We don't talk about it," I shrugged. "He stays home. That's on him." "You think that's fair?" "Fair? It's not about fair. He said yes. Thought women would be lining up for him. Turns out not so easy." Honestly, I doubted he'd even try. He wasn't built for this life. But I didn't overthink it. Just kept texting Janet, counting the hours. 5 o'clock hit. I rushed to the bathroom, changed, did my makeup heavier than usual, saw the photo of Mark and the kids on my phone, switched the screen to something neutral, walked out. Janet and the girls were already drinking. Soon as I showed up, bam, wine in one hand, shot in the other. Within 30 minutes, we had guys around us. Some taken, some not. Didn't matter. I was the only one there in an open thing. Then James walked in, lit up when he saw me. We talked a bit in a booth, but honestly, nobody was here to talk. We danced like we were 20 again. Some of it was straight up indecent. I was shocked we didn't get kicked out. Leaning in, I said, "I booked a hotel room nearby." "Seriously?" "Look, I'm married, but I want this. I want you tonight." Told him the place. He grabbed my hand and pulled me out of there. Everyone cheered. We barely made it into the room before it started. Hours later, I showered, changed, and checked out. The receptionist gave me that look. "That's not your husband." Didn't care. An hour later, I was home. Walked in like nothing. No guilt. Went to our room. Empty. Checked the couch. Empty. I found Mark passed out in the study, lying sideways on the narrow guest bed. Blanket kicked off, still in yesterday's clothes. I stood there for a second, then nudged his shoulder. His eyes snapped open. Cold, flat, no warmth left. "Go back to sleep, Louise," he said, voice like gravel. "You coming to bed?" I asked, arms crossed. "I am in bed," he muttered, turning his back. "You think I'm climbing in with you after the stunt you pulled?" I stood there, silent for a beat. "Fine," I said. "Suit yourself." He let out a dry laugh. "Yeah, I will." Didn't even look at me. I turned and walked out. didn't slam the door, didn't say a word. Got to our room, changed into pajamas, climbed under the covers. I laid there, eyes on the ceiling, trying not to think. I missed him. Not that I'd admit it. If he wanted to keep sulking like a damn child, that was his problem. Keep acting like that, I thought, and maybe next time I won't bother coming back at all. At first, I kept my little dates to weekends, Fridays, Saturdays, tried to keep things normal, act like nothing changed. But Mark, he was never in bed with me anymore. Slept in the study, on the couch, wherever I wasn't. The kids, they weren't dumb. I could tell they felt it. They saw the cold looks, the space between us. One night, I brought it up, tried to act casual. "You think the kids notice?" I asked. He looked up from the TV, slow and sharp. "You want me to explain it to them?" he said. "Tell them what you asked me for?" "You agreed to it," I shot back. "Yeah," he growled, "because you gave me two options, say yes or get cheated on." "That's not fair." "No, what's not fair is you walking around like you're single while I sit here trying not to lose my mind," he said. "And you know what really pisses me off, Louise? You were never gonna leave, but you were gonna take the kids if I didn't play along." "I would never take them from you." He laughed. It was dry and mean. "Bullshit. You would have played the good mom card and dragged them with you, same way you dragged your A into this circus." "You're being cruel," I said. "No, I'm being clear." His voice dropped, cold as hell. "Since that night, all I care about is protecting them from you. And don't think they don't see it. You think they don't ask why mom's never home? Why she smells like a damn club half the time?" I went stiff. "You're out of line." "I wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole," he snapped. "God knows what STDs you're carrying." That one cut. Deep. I didn't speak. Couldn't. For a second I wanted to slap him, but something told me he might just slap back. And harder. After that, it was ice. No hugs, no kisses, no touches. The word marriage didn't mean crap anymore. Zex? That died the night I asked for freedom. Did he miss it? Hell if I know. I wasn't about to ask. Did I miss him? Yeah, some nights. I missed when I still felt something, missed when he used to wrap me up after and just hold me. But I wasn't done yet. Every weekend a new guy from Tinder. Then it got worse. Janet and the girls started hanging out more. Friday and Saturday turned into Tuesdays, Thursdays, whole nights out. Sometimes I didn't come home. Sometimes I passed out at Janet's. Sometimes with a guy, sometimes not. Didn't matter. I wasn't there. I had spare clothes stashed at the office, at Janet's too. There were weeks I only came home once, maybe twice. I told myself I was free, living wild, doing me. But I was breaking something. Not just the marriage, my whole damn family.
She asked me something, and right there, my love for her died. 20 years together, and with a few words, she burned it all. Our vows, our life, trashed like nothing. She wanted a hall pass to cheat and feel good about it. I stepped outside before I exploded. I knew her friends had planted this in her head. I called Emily. "Hey, Mark," Emily said. "Hey," I replied. "Okay, what happened?" she asked. "Don't lie? I know you." I told her. Everything. No tears, just pure fury. "Are you sitting?" she asked. "No," I said. "Sit," Emily ordered. "This isn't like what I went through with Adam. You gotta go cold now. Kill the feelings, play it smart." "What about the kids?" I asked. "If I walk, I lose them. I won't be some weekend dad." "Then don't walk," she said. "Stay married, on paper. That's it. No love, no support. Just provide and protect. Focus on your kids, not her. Just thinking about her with someone else," I said, shaking my head, "makes me want to throw up." "Then don't touch her," she snapped. "Cut that cord, go to the gym, clear your head, be present for your kids, let her spiral, don't follow." "You really think she'll do it?" I asked. "Yeah," Emily said flat. "It'll start with fun. Then she'll fall for someone, then she'll choose stay fake married or leave." "Fantastic," I muttered. "You're staying for the kids," she said. "So go Greystone." "What's that?" I asked. "It's a method," she said, "used on toxic people. You give her nothing, no emotion, just short, boring responses. You'll mess up now and then, but try." "Will it work?" I asked. "Usually," Emily said. "She's already disconnected. Match that. Keep things only about the kids, like co-parents, not partners. I let out a long breath. I'm here for you, Mark, she said, softer now. Always have been. Love you, Em, I said. Love you too, big guy, she replied. It sucks right now, but it'll pass. Just focus on the kids and on you. You think I'll ever forgive her? No, she said. You'll divorce her one day, maybe when the youngest turns 18. Until then, you're just roommates. That helps, I said. Thanks for being real. Just don't do anything stupid, she warned. I won't, I said, but I'll protect myself. Good, Emily replied. Where are you sleeping tonight? Not in our bed, I said. I'll visit soon. You'll need backup, she promised. Thanks, Em. One more thing, she added. You've still got it, Mark. Women will notice. You're solid. You're a damn good dad. You'll be fine. I don't know, I said. Just think about it, she said. Going Greystone was rough. I lost it a few times, snapped at Louise, hated myself after, but she didn't care. The first night she stayed out nearly broke me. Then she had the nerve to come into my office and ask me to join her in bed. I didn't say a word. She left. That was it. Whatever was left in my heart, it died then. She'll always be the kid's mom. But love? Gone. I did what Emily said, focused on the kids, hit the gym, hired a trainer, cooked more. My daughter and I got close in the kitchen. Louise stopped coming home on weekends. Both kids had sports on the same day. I couldn't be in two places at once, but I showed up. That's what a real parent does. I told my little sister everything. She called me dumb for putting up with it. I'm not doing it for her, I said. I'm doing it for the kids. She calmed down, then looked me straight in the eyes. You should just cut her off and go be with Emily. What? I said. She rolled her eyes. Come on, you should have married Emily from the jump. I opened my mouth, but she shut it with a hand in the air. Yeah, I know. We're just friends. Didn't want to mess it up. Whatever, look where that got you. A cheating wife. Do you even know where she is now? Better I don't, I muttered. One of the rules. When's the last time you two... She trailed off, then said, forget it. Not in the mood. Just go find some hot girl and wreck her world. That's what Emily said, too. She laughed. I asked, you know anyone? She laughed harder. Please, at least 3 of my friends still crush on their hot older brother. She squeezed my hand. That gym grind's showing. Got abs yet? Feeling stronger, I said. Hitting the bag helps. Sometimes I picture her or her flavor of the week. I hesitated. Messed up, right? As long as you don't actually hit her, she shrugged. When's the last time you talked to her? I asked. Last week she came for dinner. I only talk about the kids. She didn't even notice anything. Was glued to her phone. When she hit the shower, I peeked. 3 dating apps. Dozens of guys messaging her. No clue how many she's screwing. I paused. Thing is, I said, I don't care. She's my wife on paper, that's it. A total goddamn hoe, my sister muttered. I didn't argue. No point. I had bigger things to focus on. Besides her, Emily was the only one I trusted. The kids loved her. When their mom started fading out, they clung to Emily more, especially my girl. Emily never stayed over, but we had nights on the couch, drinks, talking, sometimes cuddling. I didn't let it go past that. Not yet. One night at dinner, my daughter looked at me and asked, Dad, why do you put up with this? My wife still came around sometimes, ate dinner, slept in the bed, though I'd already moved my stuff out. Yeah, my son chimed in. Kids at school make jokes, but we just laugh. We're not the only ones with weird parents. I glanced at Emily. She shot me a look. Say something. I turned back to the kids. Has your mom told you anything? No, my daughter said. Just that things might change. We're not stupid, my son said. We see stuff online. Just tell us. You're the one that stayed. She barely talks to us anymore. My daughter wiped her face. Emily reached out and hugged her. I won't give you all the ugly details, I said. But your mom changed the rules of our marriage. If I hadn't agreed, I'd have lost the house. Do you still love her? My daughter asked. No, I said. It died the day she asked, and the night she came back from her first date. It was over. Does she even love us? My daughter whispered. Emily hugged her tighter, looked at me. Of course she does, I said, and it felt like a lie. She's got a weird way of showing it, my son muttered. I sighed. Look, I can't fix her. I can only keep being your dad. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. You'll always have me. And me, my sister added. And I'm not leaving either, Emily said. If you want me here. My daughter grabbed her and hugged hard. Emily looked at me, eyes shining. I knew she'd wanted kids once. Never happened. We like you, Emily, my son smirked. You make Dad smile again. I blushed. Emily smiled. That kind of smile that says, I'm here when you're ready. Months passed fast. I built an addition, my space, bedroom, office, little living room. The kids loved it. They'd hang with me while I worked. When Emily came by, we had space too. She never stayed in the main house. My wife? I barely saw her. We only texted. No idea where she worked, didn't care. She still paid her share, so bills got done. But I started cutting her out. Insurance, plans, all of it. This was for the kids. I planned to be divorced before I died. She wouldn't be on anything. Emily started staying over every weekend. No Zex, we weren't there yet. But we shared the bed. I still wore my ring, still called myself married, a dumb habit. Emily never pushed. She held me close, whispered, I love you. I'll wait. One night she kissed my neck and said softly, She's a damn fool, Mark. She threw away something real. You still got to go on dates, though. I'm a patient woman, but not that patient.
I'll admit it. I went a bit wild. After 20 years of being the good wife and mom, I guess I snapped. Felt like I'd earned a little freedom. A bit of me time. Yeah, I know. You'll say Mark gave just as much. Sure. And he had the same deal. He could do whatever, too. He said yes, he could have said no. We might have argued, but I would have dropped it. I never wanted to cheat. Not really. But once the leash came off, I ran. Tinder, random hookups, some flops, some fire. The young guys were eager. Weekends out turned into nights during the week. I still paid bills, checked on the kids. But at home, Mark treated me like I was toxic. Silent, cold. Sometimes I'd remember our last real talk, our last night together. I'd promise myself I'd fix it. Then someone would text, and I'd be gone again. It wasn't until I came home one weekend, hoping to actually see my family, that it hit me how much I'd missed. Mark barely spoke. Only if it was about the kids or the house. Everything else, nothing. Like I wasn't there. Still, I missed him. I missed the kids. A part of me wanted out, quietly. But the other part? Still having too much fun. Too many young guys into women like me. Hi, I shouted, walking in. I'm home. Lights were on. No one answered. I dropped my bag and walked into the kitchen. They were all there. Mark, the kids, and Emily, his old friend. I stepped in, tried to meet Mark's eyes. He looked at me like I tracked in mud. What are you doing here? Our daughter asked, sharp. I live here. I came to spend time with my family, I said. She snorted, smirked like she knew something I didn't. Our son grinned, turned back to Emily like I didn't exist. Is there room for me? I asked Mark. No, he said. Flat. Empty. I looked around. The house felt different. Living room looked like a showroom. Kitchen was painted. Family photos? Gone. No pics of us. Just the kids. Even our wedding photo vanished. I walked to our old bedroom. Dusty, barely used. Then I noticed something else. New doors near the kitchen. I opened them. A whole damn suite. Bed, couches, big TV, like a full apartment. What is this? My part of the house, Mark said. You built this? Why didn't you tell me? He didn't answer. Just stared. Eyes full of stuff he wasn't saying. The kids smirked. Emily held his hand under the table, quiet. Why are you even here, Mom? Our daughter asked again. Shouldn't you be off with one of your boyfriends? I turned to Mark. Did you tell them about our arrangement? They asked where you were, he said. I told them. I'm not lying to them. You chose this. You've been gone for months, our son added. Didn't think you still lived here. You seriously just walked in and killed dinner, our daughter said. I looked at Mark. You gonna say something to them? No. He looked at Emily instead. Not me. They're teens. They can think what they want. Do you even know how old they are now? She snapped. You missed my birthday. And my grand final, our son added. They finished their food. Emily stood and nodded at them to leave us alone. She didn't say a word, just gave me one long look and walked out behind them. I stood there like a damn fool, mouth half open, nothing coming out. Mark didn't even look at me. just got up slow, cracked open a beer, and leaned on the counter like I wasn't worth the effort. He took a long sip, wiped his mouth, and finally spoke, flat and cold. "What the hell do you want, Louise?" I swallowed. "I came to see the kids. Maybe talk, maybe be here." He chuckled. No humor in it, just bitterness. "Talk," he said. "Now you want to play house again? Nah, not buying it." "I just wanted to spend time with my family, my kids, you." He glanced away, nodded once. "Cool. Go ask the kids. I'm busy tonight, and the weekend. You ain't on the calendar." "I was hoping we could at least—" "Hope somewhere else," he snapped. "You made your bed. Go screw in it." I flinched. He turned to face me fully, that dead-eyed stare, like I was dirt under his shoe. "You remember the deal, right?" he said. "You get your freedom, I get peace. I don't care where you go or who you spread your legs for. And don't expect hugs and smiles when you decide to drop by." I never stopped caring. He cut me off with a sharp laugh. "Cut the act. You cared about yourself. Period." "I just want to see the kids," I said, barely above a whisper. He shrugged. "Go try. Just don't come crying when they slam the door in your face." I did. I knocked. One said they were busy. The other didn't even look up. 5 minutes. That's all I lasted. Then I walked back to the bedroom and sat on the edge of the bed. Lights off. House dead quiet. Felt like I broke into someone else's life. "Fine," I muttered to no one. "I'll go." I stood up, grabbed my bag. From the hallway, our daughter's voice shot out, sharp as a knife. "Don't bother coming back." I grabbed my bag and stormed out, slammed the car door, smacked the steering wheel a few times. Felt stupid. Tears streamed. I blamed Mark. Then I remembered that look, the night I asked for the open marriage and again after my first date. Cold, empty, not mad, not sad, just gone. There was nothing left, not love, not hate, just silence. I was a stranger to him. I leaned back in the seat, heart hollow. Did I ruin everything? Maybe Mark was right. My friends' husbands might have been okay with this, but Mark wasn't built like that. And that line in the deal, married for convenience, echoed in my head. He had already checked out. I couldn't talk to my friends. I'd just end up blaming them. I drove around until I parked outside a bar. I sat, ordered a drink, then another, then one more. I tried not to cry. "Is this seat taken?" a man asked. "No, but I'm probably not the best company," I said, wiping my face. "Doesn't look like you should be alone," he said, sliding onto the stool beside me. He ordered his drink, then nodded at the bartender to get me another. "Want to talk about it?" he asked. "I don't think you want to hear my story," I said. "Try me," he said. "The more I sit here, the more I think I've ruined everything," I said quietly. He held out his hand. "I'm Tom." I took it. "Louise." "Nice to meet you, Louise. Now we're not strangers anymore," he said with a soft smile. "You really want to hear this mess?" I asked. "I've got time, and you clearly need to let it out," he said. He was older than my usual types, maybe 50, good-looking, calm. He listened while I gave him the short version. No judgment, just quiet nods. When I stopped talking, he ordered another round. "The real question is, do you still want to fix things with your husband?" Tom asked. "I don't know if he even wants to," I said. "He's angry all the time." "But he agreed to it, right? Then never talked about it again? Just sat there stewing? That's on him," he said. "I just want him to love me again," I whispered. "These other guys, it's not love, just a break from the emptiness." After a few more drinks, I knew I couldn't drive. "Where are you staying tonight?" Tom asked. I hesitated. No clue. "You can crash at my place," he said. "Spare bedroom. No pressure. I just don't want you driving or sitting here alone." I nodded. He called a cab. I grabbed my overnight bag from the car. His place was across town. Quiet, clean. He showed me around, pointed to the guest room. "Nightcap?" he asked. "Sure," I said. We sat on his couch, sipping something strong. "You're a beautiful woman, Louise," he said, resting a hand on my leg. "Ever think you don't need 10 lovers? Just 1 or 2 who make you feel real?" "I'm not looking to fall for someone new," I said. "You know you can love more than one person, right?" he said, looking me in the eyes. I smiled a little. He wasn't Mark. That was the point. I'm not here to tell you how to live, he added. You barely know me. The next morning, I changed into fresh clothes and joined him in the kitchen. He kissed my cheek. Breakfast? He asked. Sure, I said. While we ate, he surprised me. I'm in an open marriage, too, he said. Really? I asked. Yeah, I don't wear my ring when I'm alone, but I'm always honest. I tell women before anything happens. She lives somewhere else? Yep, we see each other once a month, he said. Kids? They're grown. Stay with her mostly. Visit me sometimes, he said. You sleep around a lot? Used to, he said. Now I want something with a bit more heart. He took a sip of coffee. Got plans this weekend? No, I said. Want to spend it with me? He asked, reaching across the table. I hesitated, then smiled. I think you picked the right seat last night, Tom, I said. I'd love to. Tom had money. His place was huge. His car? Something Mark and I could never afford. That day, he took me to a fancy restaurant. Later, he asked me to dance. I kissed him first. He smiled into it. We danced until late. When he asked if I was ready to go, he held my hand all the way to the cab. In the back seat, I leaned into him. He wrapped an arm around me. At his place, he poured drinks. I kicked off my shoes and waited in the living room. We sat, sipping quietly. Then I kissed him again. We ended up in his bed. Next morning, over breakfast, he got real. You caught your husband off guard, Tom said, then gave him no real choice. He wasn't rude, just honest. But you might still fix things, he added. Start with your kids. I stayed quiet. He kept talking. My kids were confused too. I moved out, saw them less. They were old enough to handle it. Yours seem to know what's going on. Now it's up to you. He took my hand. Try to fix things with Mark. Sounds like he's a good guy. He is, I said. A really good guy. Almost as good as your wife. I love my wife, he said. When I retire, I'm moving back to her. That'll be the end of this. What does she think of it all? She misses me, he said. But she's got 2 lovers when I'm away. When we're together, it's just us. Same deal for me. Sounds like it works. It does. But we put the work in. No games, no jealousy. That's the rule. We spent the rest of the day together. In the afternoon, he drove me to the bar where I'd left my car. He pulled me close. You've been going about this the hard way, he said. Random hookups leave people empty. What you need is something real. I think I'm finally seeing that, I said. Keep in touch with your husband, he said. Try your best. But most of all, fix things with your kids. I will, I said. When can I see you again? Anytime, he said. I'm not seeing anyone else. Don't plan to, but just so we're clear, if I do meet someone, I might date her too. No drama. He laughed a little. I smiled. Now you're thinking, Louise, he said. You had your fun. That's fine. But maybe it's time for something more real. Something built on love, not just lust. I hugged him. Tight. I'll call you soon, I said. I'll be waiting, he said. He drove off. I got in my car and sat for a minute. Then I headed home, slow, thinking. On the way, I picked up my stuff from Janet's place. She looked curious when I told her I was done with the constant nights out. I don't want the random fun anymore, I said. I want something real. She looked like she wanted to argue. I hugged her. You're still my best friend. I love you, I said. Good luck, she said at the door. I got home late, grabbed some clothes and walked to the kitchen. I heard noise from Mark's new side of the house. I stopped and held back tears. He'd done everything to live apart from me, just not filed the divorce. In the living room, Matthew was gaming on a giant screen. Zara was doing homework next to him. I glanced out the window. Mark was out on the terrace, hugging a woman, not Emily. Matthew saw me first. He blinked, then nudged Zara. She yanked out her earbuds, ready to snap, then saw me. I walked over, knelt down between them, took their hands. Tears rolled down. I'm still your mom. I love you, I said. I know you know what's been going on. I'm sorry. I'll do better. Matthew's lips shook. I pulled him into a hug. I don't get it, Mom, he said. Why are you gone all the time? That crushed me. I didn't mean to hurt you, I said. I miss you. I'll try harder now. Are you really with other guys? He asked. That's between me and Dad, I said gently. I kissed both his cheeks and messed up his hair. I'll try to make all your games next season, okay? Just send me the schedule. Zara didn't look so sure. She'd always been close to Mark. You broke Dad's heart, she said. What kind of wife does that? You're too young to understand, I said. She stood. Her books hit the floor. I'm not too young, she shouted. I'm 16. I read. I know what's going on. It's your marriage, but it affects us too. She burst into tears and ran off. I stood there shaking and let out a long breath. I didn't hear him come in, just felt the air shift. Turned around, there he was, standing behind me like a ghost, eyes cold as stone. You staying for dinner now? He asked, voice dry, dead. I nodded. Yeah. I'm trying to be around more. He scoffed. Why? Guilt kicking in? Before I could answer, a soft young voice chimed in behind him. Is this your wife, Mark? I turned and wanted to break something. She was gorgeous. No way she was older than 25, tight dress, perfect skin. That fake sweet smile made my stomach turn. I'm Cindy, she said, smiling like she belonged here. I stared at her, then back at Mark. Thought we said no visitors. He didn't blink. Yeah, well, she's not staying. She's here for the afternoon, dinner, then she's gone. Then he stepped closer, calm, cruel. And last I checked, you don't make the rules anymore. You wanted this open crap, remember? So now I'm playing the game you started. I clenched my jaw, said nothing, couldn't. I watched Cindy hang off him while they cooked, watched Zara glue herself to him like she was guarding what little she had left. Cindy sipped wine and smiled like she won something. And maybe she had. He gave me a seat at the table, at the damn corner, far as possible from him. Might as well have been in the hallway. Matthew sat next to me, said a few words. Better than nothing. Mark didn't even look my way, just laughed with Cindy and rubbed Zara's back like I wasn't breathing. After dinner, he walked Cindy out, hand on her lower back, opened her door like some perfect gentleman, waited till she drove off, then just stood there, silent. I stepped out onto the porch. Mark, I said, barely above a whisper. He turned, blank face, empty eyes. What? Can we talk? He rubbed his face like I was exhausting. Talk about what, Louise? Us, this. You're still my husband. I still love you. I didn't mean, cut it, he snapped. Don't stand here pretending you didn't burn this house down. You lit the damn match. I never wanted to lose you. Yeah? He stepped closer. Then why the hell did you throw me away like garbage? You wanted space. You wanted freedom. Congrats. You got it. You also lost your husband. Who is she? He narrowed his eyes. None of your damn business. Same way I don't give a damn who you've been with. We had rules. Rules? He barked out a laugh. You made the rules. I just followed. No affection, no support, no love. That's what you wanted, remember? No strings. I tried to speak, but he raised a hand. Save it. You didn't think past your next thrill. Now you're mad I moved on? He leaned in. This is the fallout, Louise. Yours, not mine. You wrecked your home. Don't come crying when someone else sits at your table. He stared me down one last time. Be careful what you wish for. Sometimes you get it. Later, I was fake watching some mindless show when Matthew showed up, just stood in the doorway, not sure if he should speak. I nodded at the couch. He sat. I leaned on him, small warmth. You miss your mom? I asked. Yeah, he said, eyes on the screen. Quiet, honest. I didn't ask which version of mom he meant. After he went to bed, I walked to the double doors. One shut, one cracked. I looked inside. Mark was on the couch, arms tight around Zara. Her shoulders shook, face buried in his chest, sobbing. He just held her, quiet, solid. And I knew. I did that. I stood there watching my daughter cry in the arms of the man I pushed away. If I walked in, it'd get ugly. Words would fly, ugly ones, no coming back from those. So I didn't. I closed the door and went to my room. Not ours, not anymore.
I took Emily's advice. If my wife could do what she wanted, so could I. Didn't take long to see women liked older guys with a house, a car, decent kids, and a little gray at the edges. Friends and co-workers started setting me up. Cindy was 25. Too young, but cute enough to say yes. Charlotte was 28. All business, wanted love, but only on her schedule. Melissa, early 30s, a lawyer, wild in bed, gave me things my wife never had. Then came Jessica. Don't shoot me, I told a friend once, but she's 21. She was a coworker's daughter. They both knew about my situation. She'd had her heart broken more than once. I like older men, she said on our first date. Can I say something? Go ahead, I said. Your wife's a damn idiot, she said. You're not the first girlfriend who's said that, I replied. What blows my mind is that this setup works, she said, smirking. You mean me, you, and the rest? I asked. Yeah, she said. I get jealous sometimes, but I knew what this was. I knew I'd get someone who made me feel good when we were together. Then she gave me a look. Besides, we all know about Emily and her little countdown. I heard she pushed that back, I said. Yeah, she gave herself one more year to figure it out, Jessica said. You think she's scared to take the next step? I asked. Of course, she said. You two have been in love for years, even if you pretend it's just friendship. So what? I just need to take her to bed and blow her mind? I asked. You should, she said. All your girlfriends agree. We love Emily. She's too sweet. Not to root for. You two belong together. Then she hugged me tight. Don't feel guilty, Mark. Sometimes a woman's got to show a man what she really wants. Next morning, we had breakfast, packed up, and I drove her home. At the door, we kissed, long and slow. She smiled before going inside. Later, I got home. Matthew was yelling at his game. Zara sat at the table, studying. I kissed her head and cheek. You two okay while I was gone? I asked. I'm 16, Dad, Zara said. I don't need babysitting. And your brother? He wasn't annoying, that's all I'll say. You see your mom? Not since Wednesday night. Fair enough, I said. What's for dinner? We ate. Matthew tore through his food and vanished. Zara helped me clean. I grabbed a beer and sat on the deck. She joined me, curling into my lap. You happy, Dad? She asked. With you two? Totally, I said, tickling her. She squirmed and laughed. With everything else, not really. But outside your mom, yeah, I'm good. I think Mom has a boyfriend now, she said. Good for her, I replied. You don't care at all? She asked. Nope, I said. We live separate lives. All we share now is a house, 2 kids, and a marriage certificate. You didn't want us involved, she said. No. But when she stopped hiding it, I figured it was better you two knew, I said. I tried to be better than her, but it started to feel like a game I was losing. I think the women you've met are all beautiful, she said. They are, I said. All 4 know the deal. They know I'm married, they know it won't last, and they know I'm not leaving my wife for any of them. Because of Emily. You love her, don't you? She whispered. I pulled her closer. Her head rested on my chest. She's my best friend, I said. Been there through everything. I helped her through breakups. Beat up one guy, broke another's nose. That's love, she said. Your mom took love for granted, I told her. Emily never has. We never crossed the line, but your mom always knew if she broke me, Emily would be the one to put me back together. But until then, are you having fun? She asked. Emily knows about everything I do, I said. She's the one who told me to stop waiting and start living. She's a real friend, Zara said. But I'll be so happy when you marry her. Wait, what? Did she say something? No, she said, smiling. I just want you to be happy, and Mom hasn't done that in a long time. You think I should divorce her? Are you going to? When you two leave home, I said. First thing I do. Emily came by Tuesday night. Zara was clearly playing matchmaker. My son didn't notice a thing. During dinner, Zara kept shooting me looks. That night, after the kids went to bed, Emily curled up beside me. Her arm slid around my waist. We just sat there in quiet. After a minute, she laughed softly. You know your daughter wasn't subtle today, she whispered. No, I said, pulling her closer. We've been talking a lot. She wants us married, Emily said. She leaned into me more. I wrapped my arm tighter around her. And what do you think of that? She asked. We'd need to get divorced first, I said. Do you love me, Mark? She asked. I love my kids more than anything, I said. Then I paused. And I used to love Louise. But not anymore, Emily. So after the kids, she said, you love me most? Yeah, I nodded. There was a time Louise had all of me. I married her, built a life. You were even at the wedding, helped plan it. You backed me. We had a family. Now look at us. Emily went quiet, then asked, "Did you ever wonder about us?" "Not while I was married," I said. "You were my best friend, besides my wife." I kept that line clear. But now, yeah, I think about it all the time. I'll always thank Louise for one thing, though: our kids. Emily stayed that night. No Zex, just warmth. We weren't ready, and that was okay. Next morning, my daughter lit up when she saw Emily at breakfast. My son didn't react much. He still talked to his mom now and then. Over coffee, he told me about that time their mom apologized, promised to be better. Since then, she'd been coming by more. Said she invited him for dinner a few times. Zara never went. Later, I walked Emily to her car. She smiled at me. "I want to stay again soon," she said. "It's fine, right? We're not having Zex." "Yeah," I nodded. "That's still the rule." Louise showed up that Wednesday. First time in months, she looked like she actually wanted to sit down with all of us. Family dinner or something. Too bad. I had plans. A date with Cindy. When I headed for the door, Louise stood and looked right at me. "Please stay, Mark," she said. I stopped. Just gave her a blank stare. "We didn't have to," she started. "It's not on me, Louise," I cut in. "But we can still. I have plans tonight." "What about the kids?" she asked. "They know," I said. "They weren't counting on me tonight. I'll see them after school tomorrow." She stepped forward. "Can't you just stay? Please? For me?" I stared for a second. No words. Then turned and walked out. Cindy was waiting at the pub. I didn't tell Louise where I went. She didn't need to know. Wasn't her business anymore.
"I think he hates me," I muttered, curling into Tom. "I think it's over, Tom," I said. "Do you know what he's doing?" he asked. I laughed. "Zara tells me, says he dates a bunch. She hopes he divorces me and marries Emily." "To his best friend?" Tom asked. "Yep, and he brings women home now, cooks for them. He used to cook for me." "She's not on your side, huh?" he asked. "She blames me, thinks it's all my fault. She's close with him, always was." I paused. "I broke him, Tom. He shut me out. Zara sees it." "So what are you gonna do?" he asked. "I don't know, he won't talk to me. We only speak about bills or the kids. I text him all the time, nothing back. He won't answer my calls." Tom didn't answer. He kissed me instead. Made me forget for a while. Daniel was around too, single, Mark's age, but unsure. I told him the truth. Still, it was always Tom who made me feel wanted. One night in bed, Tom turned to me. "I want to ask you something," he said. "Ask," I said. "Come with me on a trip. I travel a lot. For work, US, Europe. I'd like you there." "What about your wife?" I asked. "She's not coming. Doesn't want to. I want you." "You're serious?" I asked. "Yeah, you'd keep me company." "How long?" I asked. 2 weeks, maybe more. I'd have to tell the kids. Of course, but they're older now. "She just had a birthday," I said. "How was it?" he asked. "Awkward. I think Mark told her to let me come. Maybe that means something. Matthew still calls me daily. I call him every night I'm gone." "When do you need an answer?" I asked. "Thursday. I leave then." That Monday, I came home. No guests. Mark and Zara were in the kitchen. "You here for dinner?" Mark asked. "If that's okay," I said. "It's still your house, Louise," he said. Matthew came out and hugged me tight. We all ate together, quiet. But it felt almost normal. After dinner, Mark served dessert. "I need to tell you something," I said. "Tom asked me to travel with him. I'd be gone a few weeks." "If it affects the kids, I'm listening," Mark said. "He travels for work. His wife won't go. He asked me," I said. "It's okay, Mom," Matthew said. "Where to?" "US and Europe," I said. Zara said nothing. Then Mark looked up. "Do you love him?" "I love you," I said. "That's not what I asked," he said. "Do you love him?" "I don't know. I like being with him," I said. "And do you love all the guys you're with?" he asked. He stared, smirked, stood up, cleared the plates. Zara helped. That was it. Later, I sat in the living room. Matthew joined me. "Do you miss your mom?" I asked. "Yeah," he said. That night, I got in bed alone. The door opened. "I'm sorry, Mom," Matthew whispered. I hugged him, crying. "You're my mom. I love you, no matter what." he said. Over the next few months, I traveled with Tom more than I thought I would. We hit the US, South America, parts of Asia, and Europe. He worked, I tagged along. He paid for almost everything and called me his girlfriend. I never asked if people knew he was married. I just knew I liked him. He was sweet, generous, and easy to love. One day, while he was out, I checked my socials. Mark hadn't blocked me. That's how I saw it. They went to New Zealand. The kids. Without telling me. They looked happy. And then there was Emily. In the photos, too. Tom came back after lunch and found me crying on the bed. He didn't ask. Just lay down beside me, kicked off his shoes, held me. He picked up my phone, saw the pics, and kissed my head. "This is partly on me," Tom said softly. "You've been with me a lot." "It feels like I'm already divorced," I said. "He's raising them alone." "Maybe we stop traveling for a while," he said. "You stay home more, see the kids. Do you want that?" I looked at him. "I'm asking because," he said, then sighed. "I love you, Louise." That made me smile. He'd said it before, but he always reminded me he'd never leave his wife. He had said, "I can't promise a future. I still love her, and I won't meet your kids. It's not fair to them." A week later, I came back, started staying around more. Still saw Tom sometimes, but I tried. Mark kept dodging me, silent, cold, same as always. Then one night, I found him in the kitchen, alone. "You took the kids to New Zealand?" I asked. "Yeah," he said, not even looking at me. "They needed out. It's been years." "And I wasn't even asked?" "You were too busy playing house with your boyfriend," he said flat. "I'm not dragging you along to fake a happy family. That ship sailed." "And Emily? She just went for fun?" "She's my best friend," he said dry. "She's been here. She's the one who stayed when you didn't." "What about Christmas?" I asked. He looked at me, dead-eyed. "What about it?" "Are you doing anything? Am I even part of it?" He shrugged. "That's up to you." "Mark, can we talk?" His face changed. Like a wall slammed down. Cold, locked, done. "I didn't even get mad at first," he said. "Not really. I was numb. Until that night." He sat down hard at the table. "The night you dropped that crap on me like it was nothing." "Mark, we haven't had a real talk since. You made it clear what I was worth, what this marriage meant to you." "I miss you," I said. "I miss being close. I can't even remember the last time." "You miss me?" he cut in. "Then why'd you light the damn match?" "I didn't want to cheat on you," I said. He looked up at me, sharp. "You had someone lined up when you asked. Don't lie." "I didn't." "You did." He stood. "You came to me with your sweet little speech, and you already knew who you wanted." "You're with someone too." He stepped closer. "Don't pull that," he said. "You wanted out. I just refused to sit here like some idiot while you ran around. I didn't start this." Then his voice dropped. Sharp, angry, quiet. "This was Janet's idea, wasn't it?" he asked. "I talked to her ex. You know that? She was bringing guys home while he was still there. That who you listened to?" I blinked, swallowed. "I haven't talked to her in months." He shook his head. "But you remembered the stories, right? The freedom, the parties. You let those girls wreck your brain." He stepped even closer. "Why, Louise?" he asked, voice hard. "Was I bad to you? Bad in bed? What was it?" I looked at the floor. I was bored. He laughed, bitter. "Bored, that's it? You tore apart our home 'cause you were bored?" I didn't answer. Couldn't. Bored doesn't mean go sleep around. Bored means get a hobby. Go on a damn hike, don't nuke your life and call it self-care. "I made a mistake," I whispered. He didn't flinch. "No, you made a choice." "I just wanted to feel young again," I said. "Alive. The girls said I could date, feel something again. Like before." "Yeah?" he snapped. "They ever mention the husband you left behind? The one who sat in the dark wondering what the hell he did wrong?" I stayed quiet. "No," he answered for me. "Because that's not part of the fantasy, is it?" He backed off, slow. "I never wanted anyone else," he said. "I was happy. I loved you. I would have done anything. But you chose the thrill over the man who loved you." I sighed. We hadn't talked like this since the night he agreed to the open thing. But I knew this was the end of our marriage. He didn't love me as his wife anymore. "What do we do, Mark?" I asked. We stick to the plan, he said. Till the kids turn 18, then we figure it out. I knew what that meant. I broke down crying. What I didn't expect, he held me. I clung to him like I hadn't in months. My legs shook. He didn't love me, but I guess he still hated seeing me cry. We'll spend Christmas together, Louise, he said. But I'm living my own life. This marriage, it's done. You're holding on to something that's already gone. And even if I stopped everything, we're not the same people anymore. I don't want to lose you, I said. You're still my husband. I still love you. He sighed, but didn't pull away. His hand moved gently across my back. He said nothing. Maybe he didn't want to say something that would break me more, and deep down I knew. He had already made up his mind. He stepped back, let me wipe my face. I looked at him. No warmth, but no hate either. You want dinner? He asked. I almost cried again. It had been so long since we shared a meal. We cooked something simple, ate together. Talk was awkward at first, but after a couple beers, we started remembering the good times. Where are the kids? I asked. Zara's with her friends. Matt's at a sleepover, he said. I was enjoying the quiet. It's good we talked, I said. Yeah, he nodded. We needed it. Zara hates me. He shook his head. No, she's just upset. She doesn't like that her mom has a boyfriend. And what about her dad having a girlfriend? I asked. He chuckled. She's a bit jealous, especially if it's Emily. She felt left out for a while. Do you love Emily? I love her, always have. She's been my best friend for years. Are you with her now? I asked. No, she won't be with me unless we're divorced. I wiped my face again. Are you serious about divorcing me? He looked at me. Louise, this is the longest we've talked in a year. I'd give anything to go back. But we can't. What's done is done. He changed the topic and asked if I wanted to see the cabin he fixed up. It was warm, cozy. The kids loved it. We shared a bottle of wine, talked more about the past. It was easier than talking about now. Next morning, I woke up with his arms around me. He was still asleep. Nothing had happened. We were both fully dressed. Mark opened his eyes and smiled. Guess we had a bit to drink, he said. Well, we're still dressed, so I guess you didn't seduce me, I joked. He laughed. I curled into him. Would you want to? Be with me, I mean? It's been over a year. About a week ago, he said. What? That's when I last slept with someone. Do you still find me attractive? Of course I do. You're still beautiful, Louise. You mean that? I wouldn't lie about that. You may not like me right now, I said, but would you sleep with your wife tonight? He pulled me in tighter. I'm sorry, he whispered. You don't have to say sorry, I whispered back. But I remembered the deal. He'd cut me off, physically and emotionally. That part of him wasn't mine anymore. Thanks for saying I'm still beautiful. He got up, showered, ate, and got ready to leave. As he picked up his bag, I stopped him. Can I get a hug? He put it down and hugged me, tight. The first real hug in over a year. I held him like I didn't want to let go. I love you, Mark, I whispered. Always have. Still do. He didn't say anything. Maybe he didn't want to hurt me. I followed him outside, watched him get into the SUV. I waved. He pulled back, gave one quick honk, and drove away.
You're 18 now, I said to Zara. Matt's 16. I think it's time. You're finally divorcing her? She asked. You sound too happy about that, I said. Dad, your marriage has been fake for too long. You deserve someone real. I'll tell Matt. Then when your mom's back, I'll sit her down, hand her the papers. I'm hoping we file together. Easier that way. She knows I want a divorce, so it shouldn't be a shock. You tell Emily yet? She asked. Yeah, she wanted to wait till the divorce, but we've waited long enough. I'll figure out the rest with your mom. Louise had been with Tom. Matt told me his name. She traveled sometimes, but was home more lately. We still did holidays together. Christmas was quiet but decent. I warned my family to be nice. Hers acted polite, too. We even talked one night, longer than we had in over a year. We got along again. No love, no spark, but we could talk. I think she still had feelings. I hoped mine might come back too. They didn't. She came home a few nights later. I waited 2 days. Didn't want to drop the papers right away. I didn't hate her anymore. After moving on, finding other women, growing up a little, I could see her side, even if I didn't agree with it. Emily helped keep me calm through most of it. One night we had dinner as a family. Zara was extra sweet to her mom. I think she knew what was coming. Matt always loved Louise. And even though he was upset when I told him, he understood. After dinner, I asked Louise to stay at the table. I brought out the papers, placed them down. She started crying before even reading them. I can't say sorry for this, I said. Maybe I could have waited 1 more year, but I stayed for the kids. When I let go of the anger, life got easier. We both kept our private lives separate. We showed respect, even if the love was gone. I reached over and squeezed her hand. Read them. If you agree, we'll file together. Zara's 18 now. Matt stays in the house till he's 18 too. What happens after that? She asked, voice low. Up to you, I said. I looked her in the eye. I'm going to be with Emily once it's done. I'm proposing. Might move in with her. As for the house, you can buy me out, or we sell. Are you staying here? Not for long, but depends on what you want. The kids are older. It's time we both move on. I didn't want this, she whispered, wiping tears. I know. You hoped it was just a phase, but it wasn't. And I've told every woman I dated, I'm divorcing you. I'm moving on with the woman I love. That one hit her. She broke down harder, but I held her hand. She didn't let go. If this was a year ago, I said, I might have said cruel things, but I don't want to hurt you. I want us to end this with respect. I think she wins, she muttered. Emily warned you back then, told you not to break me. She always cared about you. I did too, in my own way. You know how I treated her exes. Can we still be friends? She asked. We already are, I said. That made her smile. We're closer now than we were after the whole thing started. It's been almost 2 years. It's not what it was. But we've got kids. That ties us forever. When will you move out? She asked. I'll talk to Emily. If you want me gone, I'll go. If not, I can stay a bit, but Emily will visit. I won't hide it. I don't know if I can live with that, she said. Then I'll go. Emily wants me with her full time. She really loves you, huh? I don't regret our marriage, Louise. I loved you fully. Our wedding day, our kids, those were the best parts of my life. Go through the papers, I said. Once you sign, I'll send them. I'll talk to Emily. Plan the move. She didn't cry much after that. I hugged her. She hugged back. I knew I'd just broken what was left of her heart, but she knew it was coming. Later in my room, I called Emily. I gave her the papers, I said. Emily tried not to sound too happy. When are you moving in? Soon, I told her. We'd agreed to sell the house once Matt turned 18. I was ready. Surprisingly, the house didn't feel heavy anymore. It felt clean. I'd made the choice. Louise stayed calm. Zara later told me she heard her mom tell Tom everything. Said she needed time. The day I moved out, she left town. Took Matt to her parents. She'd signed the papers. Only thing left was the court stamp. Emily showed up while I was packing. We kissed as soon as she stepped in. We loaded boxes into my car. She took some too. This is our place now, she said. I want it to feel like we live here, together. As we locked up, I looked back at the house. I'm not gonna lie, I said. Leaving this place hurts. 20 years of marriage. We didn't even mark our last anniversary. What was the point? Still, that house held so many memories. Before I left, I wrote Louise a short letter. Just something kind, no anger. I hoped it made her smile. At Emily's, we dropped our stuff. Most went into the spare room. She made sure my clothes were in her room. I've had tests, she said quietly. I can still have kids. That caught me off guard. I smiled. I know we only talked about it a little, she said. And I know you already have 2, but we can talk about it, I said. I love you, Mark, she said. I've fallen for you. You've been my best friend most of my life, I said. Now I feel the same. When's the last time you were with someone? She asked. 2 months ago, I said. Got tested after the last time with Cindy. I'm clean. And you? I asked. She blushed. I've just been waiting for you to start the divorce. That night, she made dinner. We had wine. Talked like always. After we cleaned up, she took my hand and led me to her room. She wasn't like Louise. shorter, slimmer. Everything about her felt new and right. 2 months later, after the divorce was final, I proposed. Quiet dinner by the water. She cried when I put the ring on her finger. That night, she kept calling me her fiancé over and over. I told the kids. Zara was over the moon. Matthew was happy too. Though I think part of him always hoped we'd fix things. I didn't tell Louise. No need. We barely talked after the divorce. Everything was clean and easy. Emily didn't want a big wedding, just a dress, a ring, and vows. 6 months after I proposed, we got married. Just close family and friends. Both kids were there. Matt looked unsure at first, but he came. I didn't invite Louise. I knew it would hurt too much. She's been to the house since. Emily didn't mind. I think she regrets a lot, Emily said one night. She was 5 months pregnant on our wedding day. She glowed. And me, I couldn't wait to be a dad again.